If you're drowning in credit card debt, you're not alone. With interest rates averaging over 21%, it can feel like you're throwing money into a black hole every month. The balance barely moves, but your payments never seem to end. But what if you could stop the cycle? What if every dollar you paid actually went toward eliminating your debt instead of feeding the bank's interest machine? That's where a balance transfer credit card comes in. A balance transfer lets you move existing credit card debt to a new card with a 0% introductory APR. For a set period, usually between 12 and 21 months, you won't pay a dime in interest. Every payment you make goes directly toward your principal balance, helping you pay it off faster. But before you jump in, there's a right way and a wrong way to use a balance transfer. If you do it right, you can save thousands. If you do it wrong, you could end up with even more debt than before. Here's how to use a balance transfer card to actually lower your debt. Step 1. Choose the right balance transfer card. Not all balance transfer cards are created equal. The first thing to look for is the length of the 0% APR period. The longer, the better. Some cards offer 12 months, while others extend up to 21 months. That extra time can be the difference between paying off your balance in full and getting stuck with interest charges all over again. Next, check which banks allow transfers. Most issuers won't let you transfer debt between their own cards. That means if you have a balance on a Chase card, you can't transfer it to another Chase card. You'll need to switch to Citi, Wells Fargo, or another issuer. And don't forget about the balance transfer fee. Most cards charge between 3% and 5% of the transferred amount. If you're transferring $5,000, that's an extra $150 to $250 added to your balance. But when you compare that to the thousands in interest you'd pay over time, it's usually worth it. Step 2. Get approved and transfer your balance fast. Once you've chosen your card, apply and get approved. Some cards let you request the balance transfer during the application process, while others require you to do it afterward by calling the issuer or submitting a request online. Timing is crucial. Your 0% intro period starts as soon as the transfer is approved, so don't waste time. The sooner you transfer, the more interest you'll avoid. While waiting for your balance transfer to go through, keep making payments on your old card. The transfer process can take up to 2 weeks, and missing a payment in the meantime could lead to late fees and a hit to your credit score. Step 3. Have a repayment plan before your 0% APR expires. This is where most people go wrong. A balance transfer is not a magic fix, it's a tool. If you don't use it strategically, you could end up in the same situation you started in, or worse. The goal is to pay off your balance before the 0% APR period ends. Once it expires, any remaining debt will start accruing interest at the regular APR, which could be as high as 29%. If you're not careful, you'll end up back where you started, but now with a new credit card balance too. To avoid this, divide your total balance by the number of months in your 0% period. That's your target monthly payment. If you transferred $6,000 to a card with 15 months of 0% APR, you'll need to pay at least $400 a month to be debt-free before the intro period ends. Can't afford that? Look for a card with a longer 0% APR period, or consider other debt repayment options, like a personal loan with a lower fixed interest rate. Step 4. Don't add new debt. A balance transfer only works if you stop adding to your debt. If overspending is what got you into trouble in the first place, opening a new credit card could tempt you to rack up more charges. To make this strategy work, commit to paying off your transferred balance without making new purchases. Some balance transfer cards even remove the 0% APR on transfers if you miss a payment or start spending recklessly. If self-control is an issue, you can even take an extreme approach. Hide the card, cut it up, or lock it away. The less temptation you have, the better. Is a balance transfer the right move for you? Balance transfer cards can be a game changer for paying off debt, but they're not for everyone. If you have a very high balance, you may not get approved for a high enough credit limit to transfer all your debt. In that case, a personal loan with a fixed interest rate might be a better solution. If you struggle with spending discipline, opening a new credit card might make things worse. The last thing you want is to transfer your debt and then max out your old card again. But if used correctly, a balance transfer card can be your best shot at escaping credit card debt for good. Choose the right card, transfer your balance quickly, stick to a repayment plan, and don't add new debt. Do that, and you'll come out the other side with a clean slate and a fresh start. If you found this helpful, subscribe to MoneyPhil for more smart money tips.